Mr. Coach, when McGarry got his fourth foul after that pump by Hancock there, and what happened after that, how do you think that affected the outcome of this game?
Well, you know, there was a great there was a great crew working the game. I mean, those are three of the best guys out there, and you know, so Luke's got an ability to do that. And taking Mitch out of the game at that point was the big difference was those a couple of those offensive putbacks they got late in the game. I think one of them, Mitch, was in there though. But when Mitch is not out there, we especially in the NCAA tournament, let's just put it this way: when Mitch is out there, he's been a difference maker. So when he's on the bench, that's difficult as well, as with Trey.
The next question is toward the front right for Mitch.
Yeah, John. When not playing, I know you generally don't put guys in if they have two fouls in the first half. Would tonight have been a possible exception? How much did Albrecht's play change that thinking? And when they evaporated that 12-point lead, do you think in retrospect it might have made a difference if Burke was out there?
You know what? If they had done that earlier in the half, if they'd done it around the 10-minute mark, we may have used them late. But the fact that it came so late, you know, I would never play Trey with 2 minutes to go in the first half. I think that would be crazy. And you can see he had 4 fouls anyhow. And the mindset of coaches today, Mitch, is the guy's got 2 fouls, he's going to attack him. And he's going to attack him, and he's going to attack him. So it's not you're just going to give up baskets. So Spike's great play was saying, you know, if they all of a sudden that league would have evaporated, it was 8 minutes to go, 9 minutes to go, it might have made a difference. But with 2 or 3 minutes to go, hey, we're up by 1 1/2. And the AP player, or the player of the year in every poll everywhere, was not in. So we felt really good at halftime.
We're going to stay on the aisle, right there to the left.
Kyle Mike, GamLife.com. John, what did you tell Spike, if anything, when he went in there when Trey got a second foul and he was going in there in the first half?
Don't tell you. Yeah, I have so much trust in that young man and the role he's been on. But, you know, there was an interesting thing in the early season practices. Spike's team always won. They always won. And even when I went and saw him at Brewster, I watched 5 or 6 games, and his team always won in like pickup ball in their open gyms. I have so much confidence. I don't have to tell him. He and I must think a lot alike because he's got so much confidence.
The next question is on the front right.
Chris Ballas, Wolverine.com. Coach, I think your freshmen scored at one stretch 26 straight. Can you talk about their growth from the beginning of the year? Yeah, from the beginning of the year to now.
That's good for the future, isn't it, Chris? Yeah, I didn't realize that, but it was those young men. Like I said, they came in. You know, the 5 of them sort of looking around, trying to figure out what college life is all about, as we all did. And if you watch Matt Vogrich go and teach Nick Stauskas the offense, or you saw Esso Akune, you know, take Spike and Karras. You know what Esso Akune said to me when we said we were going to burn the red shirt on Karras, which means Esso was going to stay as the 5th guard, not the 4th guard. He said, Coach, don't do that unless that kid's going to play. Don't do it unless don't rob him of his red shirt year. And it was like such a unselfish act on his part. So. That with the freshmen doing, it doesn't surprise me now knowing so much support they had within that team framework.
We're staying in the front toward the right.
John Borton, the Wolverine.com. Coach, how long is it going to take to get past the hurt of this one for this team to really realize what it accomplished over the last 3 weeks?
I hope tomorrow when we get on that plane, there's some smiles on the faces. The sun will come up tomorrow, and if they're smiling, we're going to make them smile. Because they are a terrific young team. As I said, anybody who wasn't here, we're the luckiest coaching staff in the world to be able to coach those guys. And I've had tremendous, you know, it's been pretty consistent. They have really good teams. And it's like each one of them. And you know what's really unique is that not only they love the coaching staff, coach loves them, but they love each other. I mean, the word love was just used like over and over and over. Two 19-year-old guys saying, I love you. I mean, that's pretty deep stuff.
The next question's on the left, Coach.
Chris Gutierrez, WCBN Radio FM Ann Arbor. Obviously not the result that you wanted, but I think when you step back and put this year in perspective, what does it mean, if you can, for the program going forward, just all that you guys accomplished this season?
I just think, as we came to Michigan, and I understood, I didn't grow up in Michigan. I knew of Michigan, but the magnitude of this university, every day I was there, Kathleen and I would look at, and the whole family would look at Michigan and say, we came to the right place, because every day there was new validation about just the university itself. And what my goal and my task was, we need a basketball team that reflects this university. We do things right. We got great values with the university itself. And that's been the only mission. Let's put a team out there that this university will, and I would think Ann Arbor right now is very sad, but the people in Ann Arbor have been so good in our brand throughout the world. And that's been, and I think we made a major step towards that, of living up to what this university has provided for so many students and student athletes.
We have 2 minutes remaining and 2 questions. The first one's on the front right.
Rick Houston, NCAA.com. Coach, how soon do you start preparing for next year?
We looked at the schedule, and we have 2 weeks till exams, which means we actually have I think we have about 2 or 4 hours of practice that we can even get in, and we'll probably use that. But no, I think that we will practice later on this week. Just those 2 hours, I think, is all we can go with. And I wouldn't be surprised if our seniors come by and want to help the young guys. But just clean up anything that we can. Go into this. What could our young guys learn from this experience now that we can look back on it? But I doubt if we'll be doing anything tomorrow. But it may be Wednesday or Thursday. We'll do something, and we'll all walk out there, and we can't wait to coach them again.
And for the final question, right in the front.
Coach Noah Kozlov, Cinesport. Yeah. What was the strategy down 4 with 52 seconds left with just 5 team fouls, deciding not to foul right there?
Yeah, I thought we were in the one-on-one. So it's a coaching error on my part. I thought we were in the one-on-one. And so I thought that foul was going to end up being, we were trying to foul the right guy, number 10. We wanted to foul him. So I was actually happy that 10 was going to the foul line. And then I didn't realize we were in the one-on-one. So that falls right on me as a coach.
Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations on a great season.